Happy birthday, Jay-Z. I one time waited on Beyonce and Jay-Z on Jay-Z's birthday years ago. I worked at this like super trendy restaurant. Manager at this restaurant at the beginning of the shift was like, we have VVIP people coming in tonight. I was like, Jennifer Aniston was here last week. Who's VVIP? And also I'm obsessed with dates. I'm like, I know it's Jay-Z's birthday. It's gotta be Jay-Z and Beyonce. So she pulls me aside and is like, you're gonna wait on them and it's Jay-Z and Beyonce, but you can't tell anyone. Of course I text my mom. I'm like, Mom, it's happening. That's the only text to her. I'm like, Mom, it's happening. I'm obsessed with Beyonce. I was obsessed with Beyonce. I think she had just done the Super Bowl like the year before. She had just had the twins, so she was like MIA. The security for them is crazy. Like they arrive in an Escalade and they had like 3 decoy Escalades arrive before them. Enter through a back way, which you have to go downstairs past a dish pit, then upstairs, then through the kitchen, and then into the restaurant. That's like the way they wanted to enter. So she's like in heels going down like iron stairs. The dishwashers see them pass and they're like, by the way, they're like not from the United States, and they're like, what is happening? We recognize Jay-Z and Beyonce. Hello. I'm waiting on Jay-Z and Beyonce. I regret to this day, because we had Yamazaki at the restaurant and they're obsessed with Yamazaki. I regret to this day not mentioning that, because it was also like, I think like $150 a glass. But they're constantly singing about Yamazaki. Regret to this day. My deepest regret. Rich Girl comes on the radio. Beyonce's singing, you're a rich girl. And I'm like, I'm getting a private, it's just me and them in a private room. After that, the music goes south. Jay-Z says, change the music. We want to hear Curtis Mayfield. We changed the restaurant music. I would love to see the videos they made during this dinner. They're like literally on their iPhones and I'm like, they're just like us. Like they're making videos like dancing. One of their friends just comes in and drops a bottle of wine on the table. Of course, our som like has to like check, like taste that's like what you do. The sommelier like opens the bottle, tastes it, make sure that it's good. We look at the label. She's like, this is easily a $2,000 bottle of Barolo. They're getting crunk to Barolo, sis. Classy. My mom texts back. She's like, what's happening? I thought I had texted her, but this is like hours later. And I was like, they're here. She thinks I'm probably getting like invaded or something. I'm like, they're here. Afterwards, because now the secret's out, it doesn't matter. I'm like texting, I was like, Jay-Z and Beyonce came in for Jay-Z's birthday. She pays with the heaviest card ever. I think their meal was like $400 or whatever, and she tipped 100%. Of course, by she, I mean her security guard, Julius. She didn't touch that. Later that year, I had to quit because they wouldn't give me PTO. So I was like, oh, I'll quit and then I'll just like come back in a month or whatever. I told everyone on Facebook that I waited on Jay-Z and Beyonce and I was like so happy to do so. And then my work found out and they fucking fired me. They still took me back, but first they fired me.